Okay, this exercise I'm going to show you is very, very cool indeed. It's kind of trying to imitate slide guitar playing. I've kind of been doing the whole DVD in the key of A, so let's stay in the key of A then. So we're looking at this A chord just here. If you imagine the whole E-shaped A chord, just there like that, 5th fret. We'll concentrate on the notes that were on the D7 and the G6 and the B5. You've got a nice little root, 3rd, 5th, little A major triad. And I'm going to use my fingers for this because it kind of, but you can do it with a pick. But let me show you what the exercise is. We're kind of concentrating, bending with the whammy bar, the middle string, the G string, and this is what you kind of, the sound you're after. One more time. Now I could do it with the pick, it sounds just as cool. But it sounds more bottleneck to me, just with thumb and one of your fingers maybe. You can see I'm using the thumb and the first finger, and this is where it's kind of, you're rocking with that. You can, whatever works for you, but either you have these fingers kind of working. But for this, I'm just going to have my kind of the bar in between my first and my second finger. And basically, here's the lick. Bending up to that G6, catching the B string, and then bending down from the G6. I'll do it one more time for you, very, very slowly. So you're using a couple of techniques that we kind of tried earlier, where you dip the note up and you dip the note down. But the note you're dipping is this middle, this G string. To make it sound extra cool, maybe try putting in the deep A note. So you can see how I'm holding the chord. First finger's on the root there. I'm going down to the root, to the 5th. And then doing the bend on the G. What you want to do is practice that just on initially on the D, the G and the B string. But you want to be able to break it up into each group of 3 strings. So the top, here's the whole chord just there. Each part of that chord breaks up into 3, obviously 3 component parts of the root, the 3rd and the 5th. So let's take the top 3 strings, which is the E, the B and the G. And there's the A shape, there's the A chord just there. Barring the 5th fret on the B and the E, and there's my second finger on that 6th fret on the G. So do the same thing, it's the middle note you're trying to bend. So I could go. So I'm bending that middle, because it's the middle note of the G and the E string, it's the B string, I'm kind of, that's the middle note I'm bending. Here's the B, the G and the D string, which is what I've showed you already. Now let's take the A, the D and the G string. There's the chord. I can hold the chord if I like. I kind of like doing it separately. And here's the last kind of, I'm going to take the 3rd of the chord. I'm going to use this kind of shape here. There's the barring the A string and the D string on the 7th fret. And then land on an open string. So it's the middle string in each group of 3 notes that you're bending. So I mean, you can kind of then shift it to maybe a little blues thing. You could kind of take that mentality. If we're in the key of A, your 4th and your 5th chord would be the D and the E chord. So Just so you can have a little bit of fun there. And don't forget you can put in extra notes in the chord. Maybe I could take it to maybe to an A7. I'm just kind of goofing around, kind of jamming, but whenever there's a middle note, that's the note I'm kind of rocking on. You can take the chord and add there's the third in the top there, on the top E string, the third in the chord. There's the fifth, there's a root, and there's a third. So you can build up these like little licks. Just the whammy bar becomes part of the lick. Have a little kind of experiment, but the main thing to get going is that that initial shape will set you off on that kind of path.